If you have a property on the market, it's a good time to be selling. Our expert realtor, Alexa Kebalo, has been telling us most of our listings get multiple offers and more than the asking price.
That's some good news, but why do some of the homes sit on the market? Well, Alexa's here this morning to tell us what not to do. Hi, Alexa.
Hi.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you both.
So what should we not be doing?
Well, first off, you always have to listen to your realtor,
Yes.
right? The market trends, they're up, they're down, they're all around. They're mostly up as far as pricing, but things are kind of slowing down as far as how quickly the prices are going up.
Okay.
And what is attributing to that?
So it just comes down to we don't have as many people looking to purchase. It is an election year, so real estate's very cyclical, right? We always talk about how in the beginning of the year, everyone has their dreams of home ownership, my New Year's resolution. Maybe they spend time, with the family for holidays, and they're like, I want to buy a house this year. So activity starts creeping up. We have a really strong spring market. Things kind of slow down during the summertime, pick up during the fall, and then kind of taper off towards the winter. But especially during an election year, we always see anytime there's uncertainties, people just have this fear of the unknown. So a lot of times people sit back to see kind of what's going to happen, right? So one of the biggest points I want to make is that we've had like 20% year over year type of appreciation in our state. We're not having that high year over year. It's more like 10% appreciation. So imagine going 100 miles an hour on the highway, and now we're going back down to a respectable 65. So we don't have to, so it feels like it's kind of drastic. We have to make little adjustments.
Okay.
But I feel like because, especially during the pandemic when the housing market really spiked, right?
Yeah.
Now we're kind of maybe, like you said, going back towards more normal.
A little bit more normal. Not quite, but it's a little bit more normal. And this is a fun little game we could play. So in 2018, the median sale price in the state of Connecticut was $250.
Okay.
Can you guess what the median sale price was last month throughout the state of Connecticut for a single family home?
$325.
Higher.
420.
Higher.
$485.
Lower.
$475.
You got it.
Oh, $475.
Wow,
Isn't that
a
wild?
huge increase, though.
Yeah.
It's double almost.
Yes.
Wow.
So it's so important as sellers are listing their home to listen to their realtor, because things are still positive as far as year-over-year pricing, but not as dramatic of an incline, right?
So what if you want to start negotiating on price here? Like, how do you go about that if, say, a seller is stuck at a price point and you're like, but I want to come down a little bit, because it's still competitive.
It's still competitive. So are you saying as far as a buyer's concerned when they offer, or when I'm sitting with a seller?
Both.
So when I'm sitting with a seller, I really pull up the data to really empower them. We're a team, right? They're always in the driver's seat. I'm there to kind of guide them and show them what I would do if I was in their shoes. You really want to strategically list your home for sale at the right price. You don't want to undercut it. And certainly if you undercut it, the multiple offers will bring it back up to where it should be. But you don't want to overshoot it, because the consumers are so smart. They have their realtor representing them, and they see what things are closing for. So if the seller's asking for an astronomical amount, even with the lack of inventory, the seller will be at such a disadvantage, and unfortunately they become old news.
And that's why it ends up sitting, and then it's like,
Right.
why is it just stuck?
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
And then you assume something's wrong.
That's right.
And what's your best advice if the house isn't selling for your clients?
So I always sit down with them, right? And I'll show, this is the number of showings. These are the number of offers we've had, or maybe the lack of showings, lack of offers. And I'll look at the days on the market, look at your home's been on X days, the average in town usually is under contract by this time frame. Therefore, we need to make some adjustments here. And I always just guide them, and it's up to them what they want to do. It's their home, their largest asset, their dreams, and what they're looking to do. But I really just try to inform them and empower them to make the decision. Maybe a price adjustment is necessary.
How do we stick to a budget?
So if you're a consumer, a buyer looking to stick to your budget, you have your must-haves list, and then you have your dreams list. A lot of people are sticking to their must-haves list to stay within their budget. And remember, when you talk to the lender, maybe they'll pre-approve you for the world, but make sure you're comfortable with that monthly price, and make sure you stick to your guns for that budget.
Okay.
All right, before we wrap up, we have a
Yes.
very special shout out
We sure
to
do.
your mom and dad.
Yes.
Tell us they're celebrating how many years today?
36-year anniversary.
Oh, happy anniversary. What a beautiful photo, Andy and Cheryl Kebalo. We love love you guys.
We love you, and thanks for being the best parents ever and putting up with me.
They are the best parents ever.
Right?
Putting up with
I know.
you. They've inspired you to do what you do
They
now.
have inspired me a lot. That's
really
for sure.
have,
I wouldn't
yeah.
be here without them.
Thank you. And this is how you can get in touch with Alexa, 2022 Connecticut Realtor of the Year. She's our expert realtor on this show. Alexa at thekebalogroup.com or 860-808-4125. Thanks again, Alexa.
Thank you.